how I got started in photography is pretty interesting. So in high school, there was actually a photography program. So I was like, cool, I want to be cool. That's where all the cool kids go. That was the cool thing to do in high school, was to be in the photography course, because boom, taking pictures, easy to do, whatever. So photo one, easiest class I've ever had. Got A's in, didn't really actually have to do anything. To tell you the truth. This is all film, by the way. I'm gonna actually turn off the music. So that was high school photo one. I was like, cool, I actually kind of like this. I kind of enjoy this. So I still have a film camera to this day. So I decided to do photo two to see if I actually would like photography. Come to find out, it was a lot of work, and I hated everything about it. And that was my junior year in high school, and after I took photo two and almost failed the class, by the way, because I really didn't do any projects, I quit, actually, to tell you the truth. And so that was high school. That's the start, which I thought was interesting to see. Then after that, after high school, I went on this like trip, like with like a bunch of friends to like a campground, but it was a part of like a program from school, and I was like, cool, I'll go along, why not? So like last week of summer before college started, so I was like, cool, I'll just go hang out, last hurrah, I'll take off work, whatever. So when I go there, and one of my friends, or when I saw someone taking photos. He had this nice, awesome white Canon lens, the L 2.8 lens, the nice lens, and he was taking photos of everyone, and it was great. So when I get back from the trip, he edits all the photos, tags everyone in the photos. I was in a couple of them. I still have them. I still have those photos to this day. They're actually really old. I was like, wow. And from that, everyone who went on the trip had their photo as their profile photo on Facebook. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, that's interesting. That actually makes people happy. I'll go ahead and try to do this too. So I decided, I was like, I'll try this whole photography thing again. So what I did was, looked on Craigslist, got a Nikon D200 for pretty cheap, I might say. It was like $300 at the time. That was expensive to me. So I put all my heart and soul into photography. What I focused on was shooting bands. So I started with music. I've been in band. I was in bands for like 3 or 4 years during that time. So then when I went to college, I just went to the local community college. I didn't take any photography courses. So I was like, you know what? I'll look up some photography courses and whatnot. I was a really huge Dan Bassini fan. He's a music photographer. And I saw that he went to this place called Hallmark Institute of Photography. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'll look it up. So I looked up the school. Very awesome school. It was very expensive to go to. Unfortunately, it's no longer around today because it was expensive. No one, you can pretty much learn everything you want online now. But at the time, I was like, Mom, Dad, can I please go to the school? And so what I did was during spring break, me and my mom went up there. We were like, my mom really saw that I enjoyed it. Monday to Friday, photography, 40 hours a week. It was awesome. Just photography, nothing else. So then went to the school again to visit, to show to my dad. My dad was like, oh, this school's pretty awesome. You should definitely go here. It'd be really good for you. So I go to the school in that September. And then from there, that's when that program had video and photography. My portfolio was top 15 in the class. So I finished top 15 out of 100 people. So that was pretty good. to do that. And then, so from there, I stayed in Massachusetts because that's where the school was in Massachusetts. So that's why like I'm a Boston fan. So yeah, I'm a Boston fan because of that school. Because if you didn't like Boston, they'd beat you up. It was crazy. After that 6-month program, or after 6 months of staying up there to do like a contract deal with a photography studio, I go back to Richmond. And then I join up as a studio manager to a prestigious photography person. I was making, the studio was making like thousands of dollars a day, selling portraits and stuff. It was a kid's studio, did that for a little bit, didn't really like it. So I was like, okay, time to move on to the next thing. Move on to the next thing. And started working at this production company in Richmond with music videos and stuff because I was always interested in music videos. They were with my friends. And so did that for a little bit, and then they wanted to move to LA. I didn't want to move to LA, so we separated after that. And then I started doing my own music videos, like freelance work, and got a lot of bands interested, made some money, didn't really make enough to make a living off of. And then during that time, I decided to find Twitch. Found Twitch, and I was really big into CS at the time. So I was like, okay, I will go look up this whole CS thing. So I was like, okay, I'll go find this whole CS thing. So I found this dude, his name is Jason R. You probably know him if you're from this Counter-Strike scene. He's a professional. I started making YouTube videos for him. We got along really well. His team, Threes Up, got sponsored or picked up by Splice. And I was like, oh shit, that's tight. And then at the same time, Splice was actually looking for video editors. So I was like, okay, cool. I will go ahead and apply. This was in January of last year. Last year. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll apply. Got an email from Marty. Me and him were emailing back and forth. And I didn't think too much of it. Our schedules never matched up to where we could just talk. And then Splice makes the major. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna make a video right now, send it to them, and just let them have it. So made the video, gave it to them. Me and Marty had a conversation like a couple days later, and then just started working for Splice. And now I'm at the gaming house, and the rest is history.